borrow a corpse for the soul's return. The rise of a celebrated Canadian company, Roots Canada Limited by Richard Ireland, narrated by Mike. The privately held, multi-million-dollar company Roots Canada Limited was founded in 1973. The company's origins were based on a down-to-earth experience two American boys had at a camp in Algonquin Park, Canada. Michael Budman and Don Green had an idea to create merchandise that was inspired by nature, culture, sports, and human diversity. In the 1970s, the newest craze to emerge was the Earth Shoe. Created by Anna Calso, the shoe contained an inclined heel and was designed to mimic a barefoot posture seen in Brazilian natives. The Earth Shoe perfectly embodied the image that Budman and Green wanted to put forth with their new company. The two wanted to acquire the rights to distribute the shoe in Canada, but they did not have the finances to do so. Unfortunately, the Earth Shoe ceased to exist in Canada. Rather than abandoning their newly founded company, Budman and Green developed a plan to create a prototype for their own version of the Earth Shoe. This shoe would have a milder incline in the heel and would contain less radical design. This reflects the first key element of the stratagem, that you adopt something forgotten or abandoned. The two borrowed $15,000 from Green's father, providing a startup capital for the business venture. The money was used to pay rent for a small 800-square-foot store on Yonge Street in Toronto, and to pay the Boa Shoe Company to make 120 pairs of the new shoes. Roots would be the only company to sell Earth shoes in Canada, with their Roots Negative Heel shoe, also known as Roots Earth Shoe, waiting to be sold, and their first store open. Budman and Green's vision was materializing. The above highlights the second key element, that because your adversaries have abandoned it, only you use this thing. It took a few weeks of modest sales before the Roots Earth Shoe finally took off. Eventually, people were lining up around the block just to get into the store, and, with the demand being so high, a waiting list had to be created. Roots Canada Limited was worth $1 million within 6 months of opening its doors. Between 1973 and 1975, the company had opened 75 new locations across Canada. In 1975, the Roots Beaver Athletics sweatshirt was launched. The sweatshirt success guided the company into establishing other merchandise such as leathered goods, athletic wear, yoga wear, fashion accessories, and home furnishings, while maintaining the values of quality, integrity, and longevity. As well, the company became a leader in the sports field and a supporter of amateur athletes. Roots Canada Limited was the official outfitter of the National Olympic teams of Canada, United States, Great Britain, and Barbados. The success of the company reflects the last key element of the stratagem, that you convert this uniqueness into power. Roots Canada Limited has made an incredible journey from a single store selling an Earth Shoe to a company that has more than 120 retail locations in Canada and employs approximately 2,000 people. The company unquestionably stands out as being a Canadian business success story.
I learned everything about leather from my father, and my father learned everything about leather from his father. In 1972, we were making shoes for all the rock bands in Toronto. We had a little shop in Toronto called Boa Shoe Company.
And they had a small shoe factory on College in Dovercourt, and that's where the first Roots shoes were made.
One day, Don and Michael showed up in our shop, and they came and they were looking for someone to make a unique, special type of shoes.
That's what got us into the fashion business, the negative heel shoe.
And they asked my dad whether he could make this footwear, and my dad looked at it, and it looked a lot easier and simpler than high heel boots that we were making. And my dad said, sure, I can make this boot, and I could make it better than that.
And we improved it and created our own version, and we're very proud that that's how we started it.
The first day that we introduced the shoes at the Yonge Street store, there was a lineup of people wanting to buy the shoes, and we sold out. We actually were making about 40 pairs of shoes a day, and they were selling more like 100 pairs of shoes a day. So it was really wild. Eventually, Don and Michael bought Boa Shoe Company, and it became the Roots Leather Shoe Factory.